जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत् कृपात्वामहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारं परमानन्दमाधवम् Hare Krishna, welcome all of you. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, text number 13, Sloka 29. Yevam Raja Vidre Nanujena Prajna Chakshur Bodhita Ajamidaha Chitvashveshu Sneha Pashan Dhradimno Nishchakrama Bhratir Sandarshita Dhava. Lord Meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Evam thus Raja King Dhritarashtra Vidurena Anujena by his younger brother Vidura, Prajna introspective knowledge, Chakshu eyes, Bodhitaha being understood, Ajamidaha Dhritarashtra Sian of the family of Ajamida, Chitva by breaking, Sveshvu regarding kinsmen, Sneha Pashan, strong network of affection, Dhradimnaha, because of steadfastness, Nishchakrama, got out, Bhratur by his brother, Sandarshita, direction to Adva, the path of liberation. Translation. Thus, Maharaj Dhritarashtra, the scion of the family of Ajamida, finally convinced by introspective knowledge, Prajna, broke at once the strong network of familial affection by his resolute determination. Thus, he immediately left home to set out on the path of liberation, as directed by his younger brother Vidura. Purport is very big. I will explain then and there. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana-jana-shalakaya Chakshmurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapatakamulam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragana Danditam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Cha Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastume Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha पतितानां पापनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So yesterday we heard from Rajnath Prabhu how we can get out of this material entanglement. So in these words, the Maharaja Dhritarashtra, so he had decided after hearing an elaborated Bhagavatam class or enlightened lecture from Vidura, now finally he has decided to quit the home and go to the forest as suggested by Vidura towards north side of India, that is called Himalayas. Now he has decided to go. Thus Maharaj Dhritarashtra, the Zain of the family, Ajamida, firmly convinced by introspective knowledge, prajna. He got this prajna by Vidura. So he broke at once the strong network of familial affection by his resolute determination. Thus, he immediately left home to set out on the path of liberation as directed by his younger brother, Vidura. So it is also very fortunate that Dhritarashtra had got this brother, and with the brother he could able to understand that I am not this body, I am the soul, and also the various connections he had been entangled with with his 100 sons, and also with his brother-in-law, and also various other kinsmen, and especially with the kingdom he is more attached with. So that's why in the purport, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, the great picture of the principles of Srimad Bhagavatam, he stressed the importance of association with sadhus, pure devotees of the Lord. So sadhu here does not mean that a person who is wearing saffron cloths, or he is wearing different attire, or hardly wearing any clothes, and he is loitering somewhere. So sadhu is not that one. Prabhupada very clearly mentions that sadhu is a pure devotee of the Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that even by a moment association with a pure devotee, one can achieve all perfection. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sastrekaya, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhihaya. The moment of association of a devotee, a living entity can be enlightened. So we, in our temple or all over the ISKCON temples, so many sadhus, sannyasis, senior Vaishnavas, they keep coming, and to derive a great spiritual benefit, we need to take their association. Association does not mean that um, simply being there, not like that. So we are supposed to have that saintly person's darshan, and we need to attentively hear what is the message given by that saintly person, and we should get our doubts clarified, and also with the on reverence we should submit ourselves, and humbly ask questions, and also we should follow the instructions of such a personality. So in this way we take the association of pure devotees. So here Prabhupada mentions, we are not ashamed to admit that this fact was experienced in our practical life. Yeah, many times we miss the sadhus association, and without their blessings, without their fine speech onto Gita and Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will not be enlightened. And Srila Prabhupada is focusing about his guru here. Were we not favored by His divine grace, Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, by our first meeting for a few minutes only, it would have been impossible for us to accept this mighty task of describing Srimad Bhagavatam in English. So, Prabhupada just met him by his friends. One of his friends invited him, hey, Abhay, you come along with me. And there is one saintly person, no, he came from Puri, and we are supposed to take his association. Then it was actually in Calcutta, and Abhay Charan, and he would like to meet some of the few sadhus, and now by his friend he would like to meet this sadhu, but at the beginning he was not willing. I have met so many sadhus, but what is great about this particular sadhu? Then his friend insisted, no, 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 he is very wonderful personality. He is famous in Sanskrit, and he knows all Jyotish Shastra and cosmology. He can talk a lot about. So it is our fortune that we should take his association. So Prabhupada went there. Upon seeing Prabhupada at the first instant itself, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur identified that this personality is going to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. So these gurus, they have that power. They can empower with their piety, whatever they got from parampara. So on this concept, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur asked Prabhupada, like you look like a very gentleman, very young, and you know English, and to the English-speaking countries, you are supposed to go there and preach this Krishna conscious. Then Prabhupada got shocked. What is this? I am seeing him very first time, and he's saying so much, so many instructions he's giving. So later, Prabhupada attended his class, and really he got enlightened. He liked him very much, and thereby his interest, went on and on and on. And often he used to meet Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and now Abhay Charan is, completely blissful and transformed just by the sight, just by the hearing words of sadhu, and he got completely, transformed. So I will continue the purport. Now Prabhupada is saying, had I not met this saintly person, and it would have been impossible to translate Srimad Bhagavatam from Sanskrit to English. And today, on the Zoom session, continuously we have been joining, and we read Srila Prabhupada part, word to word meaning, sloka, and this is the greatest fortune for us which Prabhupada has given us. Yesterday was Srila Prabhupada Tirobhava Mahotsav, and almost all the temples and bhakti centers all over the world, they glorified Srila Prabhupada. Normally, it does not happen if a normal person dies, and they might also think, very good, he has died, and khel khatam ho gai, something like that we may think when come to the common man. And but saintly persons, either they live, either they die. It is the same thing. And because Srila Prabhupada, though physically he left this world, but spiritually he is still present among us in the form of all his books, his Vani, video recording, audio recording. Prabhupada is still available with us. And somebody asked Prabhupada, what happens to this august organization of ISKCON after you leave your body? And Prabhupada said, I will not die. I am ever present in my books. I am ever present in my Vani. So even big sannyasis till today, they are hearing Prabhupada lectures early in the morning, and they use the tape and they hear what Prabhupada actually delivered the message. Not only that, Prabhupada wrote so many books and so many letters and so many morning lectures and room conversations. They have been translated and kept as greatest treasure. Our senior Vaishnavas have stored them. And recently my mentor had given him all Prabhupada lectures and Guru Maharaj lectures. And this became the treasure. And Prabhu gave this in a pen drive and asked me, okay, you listen all these lectures and enjoy. So I felt very happy. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada is very glorious. Here he is giving all his credit to his spiritual master. Had he been not, then there would not have been any translation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, on the same lines, our Guru Maharaj also, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, and he also wrote one wonderful song, A Prabhupada Nai Hai Tu. If Prabhupada is not present, if Prabhupada had not translated, if I had not taken shelter of Prabhupada, and there would not have been any spiritual enlightenment. Like that, Guru Maharaj, expressed his thanksgiving. Anyway, moving forward, without seeing him at that opportune moment, we could have become a very great business magnate, but never would have been able to walk the path of liberation and be engaged in the factual service of the Lord under instructions of His divine grace. So Prabhupada initially, he was actually a pharmacist. He had been trying to, expand his business, and he was moving different places in North India, especially Delhi, Jhansi, and Kolkata, and other areas. But wherever he went, his business was not shining, and he tried his level best. And after meeting his guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he was uh, completely transformed him. But at the same time, he wanted to continue his business also parallelly. But that was not actually wanting by the Guru Parampara. And he's sometimes, Prabhupada used to dream. In that dream, his guru used to come, hey, Abhacharan, you come and you take initiation, you take sannyas diksha. Then Prabhupada used to get shocked. What is this? I'm a grihastha. I have a wife. I have children. And this person is coming in my dream often and saying, asking me to take sannyasa. So how is it possible? So he thought for a while. But over a period of time, Guru and Krishna favored him, arranged in such a way that his wife would be in a different place, and for his Krishna consciousness, everything became favorable actually. So Prabhupada, he left his house, and he took shelter of his guru, and later he became a sannyasi also. Everything became favorable for him. So the point here in the purport Prabhupada was mentioning, had I not come in contact with my guru, I would have been become, a business magnate, and I would be running my pharmacy and pharmaceutical business, selling drugs. I would have earned a lot of money also, and I would have contributed a lot to my family and kith and kin relatives, but I would not have been able to walk the path of liberation. I would not have got Krishna consciousness had I not left my business. That is what Prabhupada is explaining. Okay, we move further. And here is another practical example by the action of Vidura's association with Dhritarashtra. Maharaj Dhritarashtra was tightly bound in a network of material affinities related to politics, economy, and family attachment. And he did everything in his power to achieve so-called success in his planned projects, but he was frustrated from the beginning to the end so far as his material activities were concerned. So Dhritarashtra, right from the beginning after the death of Pandu, and he had been plotting to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas. And he also fed up with his kinsmen, and finally he had been obliged, and in so many circumstances. And finally he got enlightened by Vidura, because he had a complete attachment with the family, and he could not able to come out of that. So Vidura, being very compassionate for Dhritarashtra, came this strong, like you became a parasite. You are living on the mercy of others, but it is not recommended for you. What is your age? What is your thought process? What are you doing now? Uh, by these strong questions and enlightenment, Dhritarashtra really got, fed up. And now he got some realization. Now he has decided to leave the Hastinapur. And yet, despite his life of failure, he achieved the greatest of all success in self-realization by the forceful instruction of a pure devotee of the Lord. He is the typical emblem of a sadhu, The scriptures enjoin, therefore, that one should associate with sadhus only, rejecting all other kinds of association. And by doing so, one will have ample opportunity to hear the sadhus who can cut to pieces the bonds of illusory affection in the material world. So, here, rejecting all other kinds of bad association means when come to present scenario, so today is 6th November 2024, we are in Kartik Damodar month. And now already 21st century, we are beyond that. And still we remain the same person. Though we have been hearing from sadhus, but there isn't much enlightenment with us. But by reading Srila Prabhupada books and also by hearing lectures of Guru Maharaj and various senior leaders, sannyasis, surely uh, we will be enlightened. And because there is a strong knot with our family, and it is not so easy also. But at the same time, if anybody is sincere in Krishna consciousness and hearing actually the live lecture, that will create, a kind of purification.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, it is muted. Hare Krishna, voice is not coming from.
Voice is not coming.
Now it's okay, Prabhu.
Okay. Hare Krishna, can you able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, clear.
Okay, so I was talking about hearing from great sadhus. So somehow or the other, if we can able to attend the lecture of a pure devotee, because the person is already realized, Tattva Darshinaha, when he speaks about the practical way of life, like he would say, drinking is the greatest problem in our life, or having illegal connections is the papa krutya we are not supposed to do, then that touches a lot for us, because Krishna is giving message through these empowered souls, and we are supposed to attentively hear. When we hear, their words enter into our heart, and it will penetrate the bondage with the family affection which we have got. So at the same time, we should not say that we should not have any affection or loving relationship with the family members and others. We can have, but only thing, it should not become a bondage for us. It should not become an attachment. That's why oftentimes my mentor, he explains affection and attachment. We can be affectionate with the family members and others, but we should not get attached to them. At the same time, the activities, whatever we do, and we should not get attached to the results of our activities. I'm doing this thing. I'm doing book distribution. I'm doing a Deepdhan program. I have done so much, and everybody should come and take my photos and put in the WhatsApp, and they should make me very big, and so much appreciations, garlands, accolades, prizes. They should be there, and we should not expect these things. As a token of thanksgiving for their lordships and Guru Parampara, we should do it, and we should offer all these results to our spiritual masters, our senior leaders. Then we are not entangled with that. Then what to speak of material entanglement? That's why the sadhus association is very, very important. So at the end of the purport, Srila Prabhupada gives one cloud analogy here. I will just read out this cloud analogy and I will try to explain this. So it is a fact that the material world is a great illusion because everything appears to be a tangible reality, but at the next moment evaporates like the dashing foam of the sea or a cloud in the sky. A cloud in the sky undoubtedly appears to be reality because it rains, and due to rains, so many temporary green things appear. But in the ultimate issue, everything disappears, namely the cloud, rain, and green vegetation, all in due course. But the sky remains, and the varieties of sky or luminaries also remain forever. Similarly, the absolute truth, which is compared to the sky, remains eternally, and the temporary cloud-like illusion comes and goes away. Foolish living beings are attracted by the temporary cloud, but intelligent men are more concerned with the eternal sky with all its variegatedness. So this cloud analogy is talking about like um, when it rains, there is a rain and there is a vegetation. And when the rain stops, everything disappears. In the sense, it may appear that there is a cloud in the sky, but when the cloud releases the water, then it disappears. We also keep seeing so many clouds passing by. But the reality is, after rain, the sky only remains the same. I can also give one cross reference saying that there is a swift water is going in the river, and when the river is going, so many trees, its branches, and so many other things, they also float in the current of the river. And sometimes they meet, sometimes they separate, again somewhere they meet together, again they get separated. Similarly, in our family life also, due to our previous karma, we became a family members, father, mother, sister, brother, and children, uncle, aunt. We have some relationship. But after the death, we will not have this kind of relationship. And we will have to take another birth. There, the previous karmas also will be continued. So in so many births, we have so many uncles. We had so many fathers and so many mothers. But the absolute truth is the one is that Krishna is our Supreme Father. Pitaham Asya Jagato Mata Data Pitamaha. Krishna is always our well-wisher. And that's why we should take shelter of Krishna's devotees, who are technically called sadhus or devotees. They are still available. So we should approach certain personalities, and we should surrender to them. In this way, we really can have spiritual life, and at the end of the life, devotees will be with us, and they pray for us. And by the mercy of devotees, by our devotional service, surely we can go back to Godhead. So here, in the case of Dhritarashtra, and he left home and palace and wife, and of course children had already died. Now it is very hard time for him. Somehow, by the force of Vidura, he could be able to convince himself. Finally, he left the palace. And as advised by Vidura, he is now walking towards the north side, that is for the Himalayas. Maybe tomorrow onwards, we can hear what happens in the next course of slokas. Thank you very much. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna.